John McCain's presidential campaign is accusing the Los Angeles Times of suppressing a video that allegedly ties Barack Obama to controversial Columbia University professor Rashid Khalidi. Take a look.
I just think that the American people need to know about Senator Obama's motivations, his associations, and a clear record. I think it's very obvious that this individual, and I understand that on the tape, William Ayers is there, another fact that Senator Obama has never revealed. Look, these people committed acts of terror that killed innocent civilians. Suppose that there had been a tape of me and some neo-fascist outfit. Do you think that the American people or the media would stand still for that tape not being revealed?
The Times first reported on the tape back in April, saying Obama was at a dinner for Khalidi with several anti-Israeli speakers. Meanwhile, the paper defended its decision, saying, quote, the Los Angeles Times did not publish the videotape because it was provided to us by a controversial source who did so on the condition that we not release it. The Times keeps its promises to sources. With us now is GOPAC Chair Michael Steele and Occidental College political science professor Caroline Hellman. Michael, first of all, what Ayers did was terrible. He didn't kill civilians, and Khalidi did not kill civilians either. And John McCain ran something called the International Republican Institute that gave $448,000 plus to Khalidi's organizations. Wasn't McCain culpable here?
Alan, I'm not even going to go there. That's just a diversion. The reality of this is amazing to me, and I love the way the Investor Business Daily put it. This is the culmination of the axis of bias. The fact that you've got this information at the height of a presidential election, one of the most important in history, and you don't reveal it, you don't share it, then what the heck did you write the story for in April? If it wasn't important, if it wasn't significant, then why do you write the story? And if you're going to hide behind this false assumption that, oh, well, we promised our source we wouldn't release it, then why did the source give it to you in the first place if it wasn't newsworthy? And why wouldn't you release it, given the fact that McCain is absolutely right, that if he was associated with someone like this, you guys would be jumping out of your skin on the left. The Washington Post, the New York Times, the LA Times would be apoplectic. So I don't, spare me the diversionary, well, McCain did. This is important. Let's get it on the table and see what's on the tape.
McCain set it up wrong. When he said someone like this, he talked about people killing civilians. These people didn't kill civilians. Khalid is a respected college professor.
I don't care.
And why did the LA Times, let me ask you a question. Why did the LA Times even publish the story? If they were hiding something, they wouldn't have published the story with details of what happened at the dinner. And why did McCain give the guy $500,000?
Then release the tape and let's see what happened at the dinner. Was it just chicken or was it something else? Give us the tape and let us see the dinner.
Something called the right to protect your sources. Dr. Hellman, Caroline, welcome to the show.
Hi.
I can't get over the fact that they want to make a big deal of this when John McCain gave a grant to this man's organization. He gave them hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is not a good issue for John McCain.
Yeah, look, Alan, I don't think it's an issue of politics at all. I think it's an issue of journalistic ethics. The only reason we even know about this story is that the LA Times broke it. And the only way they were able to break the story was on the condition that they didn't release the tape. So if we're concerned about what's in the tape, read the LA Times story from April. It's all there. It's a critical piece. It's not a puff piece. It's a piece that's pretty critical of him.
Wait a minute, Carolyn, that's what they're saying now. Here's the problem. If you go read the piece, as you suggest, as I have, it says the LA Times has obtained a copy of the tape. They didn't say that we were given the tape on the condition that we not air it. They just ran the story. Now, their initial defense also was, well, we've already had our run of the story and that's it. But now that there's political pressure, now they've changed their story seemingly. And my question is, are they, like the rest of the Obama mania media, are they running defense to protect Barack Obama from being seen with, a PLO terrorist spokesman, to being seen with his buddy Bill Ayers, the guy that blew up the Pentagon and the Capitol, that he just lived in the neighborhood that he seems to be around all the time, and other radical associations? Why can't we, the American people, see it? Let us decide.
Well, because the only reason that they were able to break the story, Sean, is because
you're repeating the same line. That's not what they said. Why didn't they report it that way at the time?
Well, are you suggesting that the LA Times is lying, Sean?
Yes,
is that
actually,
what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay. Well, I don't think you have any evidence of that. But, Sean, I'll give you some ground.
Let me take it a step further. I'm suggesting also Barack Obama is a liar. I don't believe him when he says that he sat in Jeremiah Wright's church and had no idea on these issues. I don't believe him that he said that when he minimized his relationship with Bill Ayers. Yeah, I think he's lying. I think he's minimized his relationship with Acorn. Yeah, I think he's lying, Michael Steele. And I think he's dishonest. Hang on a second. This is from Michael Steele. I think he's dishonest, and I think his judgment, Michael Steele, has been atrocious for 20-year periods of time.
Hey, Sean, I agree with you 110%. And actually, I agree with the professor. I understand her point, and I see exactly what she's saying about the journalistic integrity and all of that. But the reality of it is we're in a very hot political race here. And if this is evidence that was written about, obviously, in April, why are we now just discovering this tape is out here? Why are we now having this thrust upon us and then being told, no, I'm sorry, you can't see it? And I think it really goes to judgment. You could have read the
article and found out about the tape.
I read the article.
Hannity's
American.
Can't trust the article.
It's not new news.
We're following this issue for years. But let me say one thing as we close out the segment here. You know what? If you're not honest with the American people, for example, I don't think it's impossible for him to follow through on spending $1 trillion as he's promised and give welfare payments to 40% of the population that doesn't pay taxes and to nationalize our health care. These are false promises he can never fulfill. And that's what is at stake here and what's been missing in the discussion. Does he have the character that he is trying to portray in his Hollywood movie like he's showing tonight? Michael Steele, last 20 seconds.
Let the tape go. Free the tape. Let it go. Let us see what's on it and make our own judgment.
Let the LA Times hear Michael Steele's plea. Free that tape. And coming up.